Hey, ouch! That ain't chewable. Marshall, how the hell am I supposed to open up my video with a joke about your half-price trailer when it ain't here?
That's down the road. We might hook up to it after a bit.
Come on, guys. You're the only person that carries around more dogs in their truck than I do.
Yeah, they're 5, bud.
Yeah, just 2. You must be on a break. All right, Pearl. All right, Pearl.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Aren't you dying to work lambs?
I'm here to do whatever we're gonna do today. Is your mom's open for lunch today?
Not lunch. If we get a bunch of these worked, we might hook onto my half-off trailer.
Yeah, and then bring some over.
No, and haul some out of here for now. I gotta feed them in little pens.
Oh, okay. When'd you get steel tracks?
I've always had.
You have? They haven't always been on there, have they? Plug it in. Plug it in for a minute. She'll start. Yeah, so we're, what? Your cord half of it short? Story of your life. So we're back at my buddy Marshal's good friend. The nicest grump you'll ever meet. Been here twice now. First time, I had no clue what I was doing, and we worked goats. That would have been 3 years ago. Green ear tags, I was just walking around you. So if you see a green ear tag, probably one of the goats that I helped work. The second time I came here, I still didn't know what I was doing, but it was like negative like 10 degrees, like
20,
actual temperature, negative like 10 to 20 degrees that day. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
That was miserable. Actually today, sounds like we're gonna work some lambs.
I only like the babies.
So we're in Marshall's nursery, and Marshall's niece is gonna be our assistant here today. Working the lambs, and then what we'll do is probably, Marshall, you wanna boot the lambs out today? Is that what you're trying to do?
Get how muddy it gets.
See how muddy it gets. It's maybe a little bit freezing. But working the lambs, we're going to dock the tail. What, dock the tail? Are you docking tails?
Dock tails, get 2 shots.
Dock tails, gives 2 shots. Marshall's really good on YouTube. He turns around and looks at the camera while he tells him stuff. What are the 2 shots?
Baby lamb mix and overeating.
Overeating. What a shot for overeating?
Yep.
Can I get that one?
Yeah, if you want. Let me poke you.
So they'll overeat? Like lambs will overeat?
Yeah, lamb and sheep. Or lambs and...
Lambs and goats can?
Yep. Come on, sheep. Let me see your tag.
So with these guys, or with, it's not with cattle though. You don't have to do this with cattle?
Scrapies? No, you don't have to have scrapie numbers.
What, this is called a what?
Scrapies number.
What's the scrapies number?
Flock ID.
Flock ID. So that when this lamb gets processed or sold, it can come all the way back to this farm. Like it legitimately has his name on it, the ID of that tag. But you have to register every year, or how does that work?
That's lifetime registry.
Lifetime registry. Have you ever done this before?
Yeah.
You have? Marshall gave you a couple babies yesterday, or last year?
Yeah.
So, bottle goats? What are their names?
Lily and Ruth.
Lily and Ruth.
How many does this mama have?
This mama has 2. That one has 1. Boy.
What?
So we've done 10 and maybe have a rhythm going on. So now we can feel like we might not screw it up.
At least 15.
We've done at least 15 according to Marshall. Kind of the game plan is that we got to grab the lamb, make sure that we know which mom it comes for, write it down, do a whole bunch of stuff, tag it so that you can keep the records. So we're just going to run through that, hopefully without any incidents. And Marshall writes the mom on the back of each tag. That way, if in the future wants to know what mom it came from for whatever reason, easily by looking at without looking it all up, he can do that. So we grabbed an actual old lamb hook. Come on. If they're farther away from me, which this one's being smart and kind of is. Now this will be fun. You which then we just. Here, Marshall, you want to film this? I'll grab it. You film. You film here. Grab that. grab one. First thing to do, check boy or girl. Girl. And once I know if it's a boy or a girl, that's the first thing I've got to do is figure out which way I'm going to be holding the lamb for Marshall to work it. So since it's a girl, he needs to tag the right ear.
Right ear, because girls are always right.
Yeah, I remember that from the first time.
Marshall,
At least that's what they tell us.
Yeah. So right
Come
ear,
on.
Marshall's saying is the ladies are always right. So that's why it goes in the right ear. There's the tag in between a couple of veins. Doesn't seem to bother him at all. I then put this arm underneath the neck, this arm underneath the back legs, because that way the back legs can flail out. You'll see bends the tail so the tail drops. That's a visual thing and actually kind of a sanitary thing too, right, Marshall? So, and 2 shots. One goes in the rump. The other one goes behind the shoulder.
Under the skin.
Right under the skin. And then
Let her legs hang.
and I gotta kind of make sure her legs are hanging. And then you want to explain this. You want to get that band in the right spot.
Yeah, that way you ain't got. Here, Ansley. You want
Band-
to make sure that the legs are hanging over for you can get the band above the right vertebrae for you can make sure you got a short enough tail if you want to show them or something.
That'd be it. So that's how that goes. We're gonna finish working the rest of these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jugs. Fun fact, he calls these jugs, like the little pins are called jugs, to go. Then we'll probably chore and move some of them out.
Here you go.
I guess I'm getting booted out here. We're switching jobs, huh? It's a male. Whoop! Bumped heads, didn't you? Yes, we gotta put your hand under its neck. There you go. This one under its legs like that. It's a boy or girl? Boy. So that means it goes in that ear.
Let's give him an earring.
An earring boy.
Yep. Under the skin.
Heavy?
Hey Ben, since you got rejected, where's the bands?
I'm failing at my job already.
She's telling you don't know how to do it.
You're gonna have to tell your mom that you're you now.
Is the butt getting heavy?
Yeah. That one was the heaviest as all.
I think so. So now that the lambs are worked and lunch has been had, hasn't it? What'd you think of that pizza? That's a pizza review right there. We're gonna move those out, so we went and got a little trailer that Marshall built. You gonna put this thing down, or what are you doing with it?
Is this a half off trailer?
This is a something type of trailer.
Built this, bud. I'm flying.
Down a little more.
Does everybody need a bell bed?
Open her up. You gonna carry every one of them?
Yeah. Marshall, so do we.
Marshall got himself a bell bed.
Marshall, so do we.
He's been hot on it. Hot on his bale bed. That's your size, isn't it?
Yeah. What the heck? What the heck is it doing?
He's gonna try and roll it, start it. Okay. As we walk down the hill here, I want to remind you guys, hey, Molly and I will be at the National Farm Machinery Show Wednesday and Thursday. So if you see us wandering around, say hi. Don't have any planned times on where I'm going to be anywhere or anything like that. We gotta get in there. That's a tiny little squeeze there, bud. And if you're looking for something to listen to on the way down there, you can listen to the Barn Talk podcast that we were on here last week. Is that a good idea? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Marshal, get! Hey! Nope.
Go down that aisle, man.
Marshal, get! Marshal actually makes these little trailers. So if you need something like this to haul your whatever around nicely behind a four-wheeler, I'll figure out a way to put his contact information in there. If he doesn't squish me. Alright, you better let me off. Come on.
Just grab those 2 lambs. Grab them.
Grab them?
Yep.
I grabbed one. Your flight instinct is good.
Ben, is this like a slick pig contest or what?
Oh. Marshal's trying to figure out, he should start having kids or goats here in less than 30 days, right?
Yeah.
So he's trying to get set up, and I'll try and come back for when he's got kids, goats hitting the ground. But he's trying to figure out, he's got some early risers here that trying to get space for them, get set up so that when things start happening hot and heavy and fast, he can set and go and put them in these like jugs like that. But those guys don't need to be in jugs anymore because they're big enough. Correct?
Correct.
Can you see that straw right there? We bucked all that straw up there by hand. And there's some of the straw that we put up. Actually, this whole hay mow all the way across there was completely full. Sounds like he needs to come get some more hay.
For free. We'll just put a gate from here to there and just cut it in half. That'll be good enough.
Baby, go through that.
So that's like a creep pen that they're setting up. The kids can go through the PVC bars there. Mamas can't. Marshal will put creep feed back there for them to go eat in, and then also they can get away from the moms if they want to. Without little boogers. Last thing we're gonna do here before I take off for the day is I'm gonna help Marshal actually chore this, bed it down, grain them, hay them, water them. Well, I already watered them. Put water into buckets. It's exciting.
You're always in the way, Jen.
Always. Why aren't you carrying one of those?
Mommy, it's too heavy. Tea time.
They do.
I know what that.
You gonna hold it? You gotta throw Marshall around.
Hold on. There's a goat! How did the goat escape?
It's your mom.
Oh.
Oh, that wasn't a good one. That's poor.
I just escaped. Watch
All right, it's
out!
going right over your guys' head.
That was a fail. Marshall. This is the hay. Yeah?
Yeah, every single bale that you've thrown's been a different quality.
Yeah.
Like this one's like loads of legume.
I've had a little bit of trouble. I mean, not trouble, but as I've been feeding it, like sometimes if they get a richer bale than I thought it was, you know,
Yeah.
they'll get a little loose.
His hay guy ain't no good for nothing.
Too high price, that's for sure.
It was the cheapest hay he could find. He gets a good friend discount and then buys the rest of my barn and hasn't shown up to come get it. Goat farmers.
Would you look up top? Think it's about time?
Yeah. We brought down 2 trailers, like 150 straw bales, like 200 grass bales, and one night bucked them all up there. I mean, legitimately backed the trailer right there, had to throw them up there and over there. I then also gave Marshall my hay elevator. He needs to get going. But I think that's where we'll end this video. Don't forget, we'll be at the National Farm Machinery Show Wednesday and Thursday. See if there's anything new rolling out. And chatting with the people that we run into. We'll be back before these guys start hitting the ground with some kids. Come back so we can see some babies. And do some more work down here. I always don't forget, hit the thumbs up button on the way out. And we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.